Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second episode of Sports Talk Uncensored. I'm your host, Aiden Luke, of course, and you want to know what? This episode, we're just going to get down into it. It's not going to be as long as the first episode, to be honest, but I'm still going to try to make it a good episode. So, let's just get right into what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about not a lot, but the NFL and NBA and shit that's just been really happening this week, I guess. So, let's start off in the NFL with the first batch of shit that has happened. Pro Bowl coaches got announced. Yeah, the Pro Bowl, they're still doing that shit. I thought they were going to stop. The coaches they have announced for each conference you should be very familiar with. For example, one broke our hearts if you're a Patriots fan, or if you're a Chiefs, Colts, Broncos, or Chargers fan because he played in your division too, so fuck you. Peyton Manning to the AFC side of things in that conference. And then in the NFC, you should be very familiar with this man if you're a Patriots fan because, he broke our hearts twice in the fucking Super Bowl. Yeah, I really don't like talking about that, but I have to, so it is what it is for me. Anyway, alright. So they got named to coaches. Don't really care about the Pro Bowl this season. I heard it was going to be a bunch of fucking flag football, and I'm probably going to watch it, but I'm probably not going to watch the whole thing. Probably most likely, like, the competition shit and stuff, not the flag football fucking game, of course, itself, but who knows? I'll probably watch it. Alright, and anyways, moving on to other news in the NFL. Sean Payton is back. The coach that won the Super Bowl in 2009, I believe, versus the Indianapolis Colts. That year, the Saints had a great season. They could have gone undefeated. They didn't. They lost a couple of games. I believe one to the Indianapolis Colts that season. And then they faced each other in the Super Bowl. Fucking Saints were not dominating, but doing pretty good in that game. And then halftime gets done with. They come out for the second half and return a kickoff for a touchdown. Then they really just start beating the shit out of Peyton Manning, of course, and the Colts. Sean Payton was the coach of that team. He really didn't. I mean, New Orleans was still good. They still had Drew Brees and all that stuff after the Super Bowl run. The only other season they could have made the Super Bowl was 2019, but they honestly could have made the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl would have been fucking New England versus New Orleans. But we'll get later to that in the fucking episode. They lost that season. They didn't make the Super Bowl. Drew Brees ended up retiring. And Sean Payton really went into a quiet retirement too after that. And then he comes back, and now he's leading Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos, who, I'm going to be honest, before the Super Bowl happened, before it was the Bengals and the Rams, I said the whole time, wait, no. Was that this season? Fuck. Ravens and, no. Fucking Bengals and Rams. Holy shit. Russell Wilson was still a fucking Seattle Seahawk at the time. That's going into the video. It has to. Just because of the brain fart I just had. What the fuck? You didn't get traded into the offseason. Okay, so this season, what I meant to say was that Russell Wilson got traded to the Denver Broncos. You ask me, all they needed was a quarterback to win a Super Bowl. I guess that's completely fucking untrue. Like, holy shit. Russell Wilson did so fucking mediocre this season, it wasn't even funny. He made Pete Carroll, as a head coach, look good. He made Geno Smith look good. Even Drew Lock. Holy fuck. Wow. I couldn't have been more off than I thought I fucking would be. I thought they were going to win the Super Bowl. Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, Melvin Gordon, who at the time, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, seemed good. That defense seemed so fucking good, but then they just collapsed. I don't fucking know. Alright, anyway. To get the fuck off of this, yes, Sean Payton is returning and coaching Russell Wilson and Denver's Broncos team. That should be fucking actually something next season. If they aren't, that's sad. Alright, anyway. On to the Tony Romo drama that has been being talked about so much in the offseason. So, CBS Sports and watch Tony Romo broadcast for. If you didn't know that, you've been living under a rock for the past year. If you don't watch Patriots games, I don't know. But if you didn't, you've been living under a rock. So, CBS Sports, they tried to host an intervention for Tony Romo because they didn't like the way he was calling the game or how he was doing a better job than Chris Collinsworth with it. So they gave him an intervention, and yet he did the same shit. The intervention didn't work at all. It's not Tony Romo's fault. He has more he actually knows what's going on in the game that's being played, because he has more fundamentals of the game, because he is played in the fucking game. He was quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, it doesn't get worse than that, unless if you're, of course, the quarterback of the Browns right now, the Cleveland Browns, and your name is Deshaun Watson. It doesn't get worse than that. Or if your name's, Joe Burrow, or Trey Fields. Trey Lance. Jesus. I'm tired as fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just got out of fucking work. And I'm making an episode now. Because I didn't when I was supposed to. But, anyways, now getting off the Tony Romo drama. So, I saw something on Twitter this week that said, Arian Foster said the NFL was scripted. Well, number one, Arian Foster's just mad that he was on a dog shit team and did nothing his whole career. He was a pretty great running back, but he still did nothing. His team was carried by Andre Johnson his whole career, so I don't know. He really did nothing his whole fucking time he was on the team. I don't even think he got let go by the team once. Then you have Joe Mixon, all the Joe Mixon drama, and he was just in the AFC Championship game, and it's hilarious, man, but because it's really not true. I mean, why the fuck would he do that? He was just in the AFC Championship game. So, there was reports that he pulled a gun out on a woman and threatened her. To be honest, I really don't believe it. You can just say anything you want about a rich, famous person, and the charges were dropped already, so nothing happened. The charges wouldn't be dropped if something happened. Alright, but anyways, let's just get on to the problems with the refs. No, not the problems with the refs. Brady's retirement. Brady's second retirement. Brady's second retirement. I'm not going to lie to you. When I watched the video on him retiring again, just seeing that man cry, almost, he was holding it so hard. Just, Tom Brady's the fucking GOAT to me. Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time. No question about it. Nobody will ever be better than that man. I'm sorry, Patrick Mahomes. You won't be better than that man. Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. Josh Allen's Phillip Rivers 2.0. Can put up flashy numbers in the regular season, but can't do it in the postseason when it really fucking matters. I don't know. Just ask me. Nobody will ever be better than Tom Brady. When I saw that video, I honestly started crying. I'm not gonna lie. Because I'm grateful for what he did in the fucking league. I'm grateful for what he did for the Patriots. That man is literally... His whole career is a fucking record. 3 decades of just straight up dominance up and down the fucking board. He dominated the fucking league. Week in and week out. There's no stopping that man. 20s, was it 3 Super Bowls? 30s, 2 Super Bowls, I think. And then, that's 4. No, that's 5. I don't even fucking know. I'm tired right now. Anyway, thank you, Tom Brady, for everything that you have done for New England, for the league. You are the greatest player of all time, greatest quarterback of all time. Ain't no question about it. Fucking put that in the history books. People that think Patrick Mahomes is going to be better than Tom Brady, you probably think LeBron's better than Jordan. Even though that's not true. But anyways, let's have a recap of the conference championship. Because I have what I was going back to earlier about the refs. Let's start off with the NFC championship game. I thought it was Eagles played dominant that whole game. And yes, you could say, Brock Purdy got hurt. If Brock Purdy was in, it would have been different. No, it fucking wouldn't have. Brock Purdy, I'm sorry, he's a good quarterback. The defense really carried them to the fucking NFC Championship game, though. If it wasn't for Brock Purdy, you guys still probably would have been there. Jimmy G put you into that path, which the whole fucking team, like, they don't want Jimmy G back. They're fine with Trey Lance, I got it right that time, and Brock Purdy, who's not a bad option, but I'm not starting him over Trey Lance, and they were probably going to try to get Brady. Who knows? You know, I thought he would go there. I didn't think he was going to retire again, but he did. And then, Eagles win 31 to 7, I believe. And then Bengals game. Bengals and Chiefs. Ooh. What a fucking hard game for me to watch, to be honest. So, the Chiefs have the lead early. I believe 13-3. And then it all started going downhill, if you ask me, in the 4th fucking quarter. Tie game at the end of the 3rd. Tie game. Oh, God. And then I wasn't even paying attention. The Chiefs somehow got 2 third downs in a row, which is bullshit. Bullshit. It's never fucking happened in an AFC championship game before. And then, not even that. that's the most bullshit probably out of this whole thing. They somehow have got thrown almost every time a quarterback's gotten hit this season a fucking roughing the passer for no reason most of the times. And they didn't do it for Joe Burrow? I've watched the fucking play, and Joe Burrow, it deserved a fucking roughing the passer, and it just did not get called. Bullshit. Dick riding, how much the fuck did the Chiefs pay you? Like, do you just like Patrick Mahomes that much and Andy Reid? Did you just like want the Super Bowl to be Travis Kelce versus Jason Kelce? Patrick Mahomes versus Jalen Hurts? I mean, Andy Reid versus his whole team? What the fuck were you guys thinking? So, that's, again, I can't even disagree with the last call they called because he did get hit after he got out of bounds. That player fucked up because he even heard it from his teammates. And which, fuck that. Game was bullshit. Honestly, the game was bullshit. And this is what brings me into my last motherfucking conversation. What the fuck? Since the 2019 NFC Championship game, it seems like the refs have gotten worse. I don't know. That's me personally. I feel like the refs have gotten worse. I mean, 2019, they obviously fucking... somebody was reffing the game that literally was from Los Angeles. Like, where's the fucking fairness in that? They're obviously gonna want the Rams to win. No shit. If you fucking seen the last fucking play in that game, you would have been mad. Well, me personally, I wanted the Rams to win just so I could be right on the Super Bowl guess that season. But anyways, moving on. We are now getting into the NBA. All-Star Weekend coming up soon, February 19th. I cannot wait to see the dunk contest. I cannot wait to see the three-point contest. Or even the fucking skills challenge. Because, well, it's probably going to be better than what the Pro Bowl is going to be. Let's just be honest with that. Team Giannis versus Team LeBron. I honestly can't wait for. I hope the East wins, just because the Celtics are from the East. I don't know. Boston's my favorite team. I hope the East wins. You know, Jason Tatum is an all-star. Jaylen Brown's a reserve. Zion, Luka, Curry. But we're not going to talk about them. We're going to talk about the snubs of the all-star game. How the fuck is De'Aaron Fox not an all-star? Number one. How is Pascal Siakam not an all-star? Number two. Number three. Fuck. I just had his name on the top of my head. How am I forgetting? Fox. I forget his fucking name. Damn. De'Aaron Fox. I might have said it. Fuck it. I don't know. I don't care. Let's just move past that. I don't think I talked about this in episode 1, but if I did, I'm sorry. Lakers versus Celtics. I'm going to be biased here. Fuck you. Fuck you, LA. Fuck you, LeBron. Better team won if you ask me. I mean, Tatum, that was a foul. But just anything to see LeBron crying on the TD Garden floor. You know, that shit was hilarious. to a Boston fan. Speaking of the Lakers and their mishaps and what they can do to become better this season, Kyrie Irving has requested a trade. I mean, when Harden did this from the Nets, they actually gave it to him. So, who knows? Maybe they will trade Kyrie. I mean, the only other person who's requested a trade who they won't trade is KD. KD is his name. And they're not going to trade KD. No fucking way. They're not going to trade all three of them. It's funny because, what was this? 2 years ago in the playoffs? It wasn't last season, it was the season before. Giannis and the Bucks faced the Brooklyn Nets. I like to say if KD's foot is not on the line, there's the NBA Finals champions right there, Brooklyn Nets. Said and done. If that shot counted as a 3, Brooklyn is going to the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't know what round it was. If it was the Eastern Conference or the second round of the finals. The second round of the playoffs. I don't know, but like, if it was the Eastern Conference, KD hits that shot, they're going to the finals. If it was the second round, KD hits the shot, they're going to the Eastern Conference. To be honest, I don't really know if they're going to trade KD. Maybe they would have traded Harden because he wasn't even the best player on the team, if you ask me. I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. It's not my team. Fuck the Nets. We swept them last season. Anyways. Speaking about the Nets. I'm a Boston Celtics fan, you know. What happened Thursday night, I believe it was? What the fuck happened that night to the Nets? 46-16. Bruv. That sounds like one of me versus one of my friends in 2K. I'm not gonna cap. In 2K, a video game, at the end of the first quarter, dude, like, what the fuck happened? Celtics fucking clearly dominated the Nets. Like, they came out swinging that game, but they didn't have to fucking, like, bully them like that. Like, why the fuck are we bullying New York teams? I mean, fuck New York teams, but I don't know. It was just unfair to me. Like, that was honestly that episode from The Simpsons where I believe it's Bart getting beat up, and they say, and like, you know, they're all surrounding him, and he's like, stop, you're gonna kill him. That's what that was like. And it's the bully beating up Bart with the Celtics fucking logo on his face. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the second episode. Probably worse than the second one. To be honest, I don't care. I'm tired. Listen, if it was worse than the first one, it's on me. I'll fix it. Of course. But as your host, see you guys later. If you like the video, like and subscribe. Comment. I don't know. Don't really care. Do what you want to do. See you guys later.